Hey guys, it's Reuben here, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to make your snares in your production sound bigger, fatter and also more powerful in a sense. Now today I'm in the office, so you might hear some traffic noises and also some environmental noises behind my background, so well, just please bear with me, yeah? Okay, so right now I have a simple arrangement, so I'm just going to play you that arrangement here. Okay, very simple arrangement, and also have a snare right there. Very well, our snare here sounds pretty okay, but there's room for improvement. Now the tips I'm going to throw can be used for different genres such as pop, rock, dance, dubstep, you name it, jazz. Okay, so basically just use these tips in your different production and it will work. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is you notice that I have a kick right here. Okay, and the snare goes together with the kick, falling together on the second and fourth beat. So, okay, the first thing I always do is look into the snare and its EQ. Okay, and you can see that I have my low cut filter right there, cutting off the bass. Okay, without it. Okay, you can see that I have some bass content right there. And that part of the snare I do not need in this arrangement. So what's going to happen if I leave it on is it's going to interfere with the bass kicks and also the bass, and we're going to have less headroom for our bass mix and it becomes muddier in a sense, your whole arrangement. So we're going to cut that off because we don't need that. Okay, you can cut more. It might begin to sound funny and thin, so spare a bit. And it might again sound funny, but what really matters is your whole mix itself, not the snare in solo. Alright, let's hear it together. Okay. Much more prominent right now. Okay, it sounds good. Now the next thing I always do is to put in some other effects. Let me just throw this up here a bit. Okay. So basically what we can do to make your snare sound bigger is to put in some, to beat crush the sound itself. Okay, so let's search for beat crusher down on Cubase. And I have one right here. Pretty simple looking beat crusher right there. Okay, and basically I just turn in very little of the effect, putting up to about, dividing the sample by 2, pushing up the beats, lowering a bit, and using mode 4. And it gives you that kind of beat crushing effect. Just very slight of this will give you that kind of, more dirty kind of snare. Okay, let's add another effect. Other than beat crusher, we can add other effects like a distortion. Okay, so let's look for distortion. Distortion. And I'm going to use Cubase built-in distortion right here. Right, it's also another simple distortion. So you can use any other effects, any other beat crushing effects, distortion, and try different effects on this snare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost up the tone, giving a bit of bite there. Okay. And you can see that it becomes much more prominent again, stronger again. So I've used a beat crusher and distortion. Now the next thing I can use is to use things like a compressor or even a driver. Now I have one by Native Instruments, and this is perfectly nice for snares. I find it really interesting to put in some distortion and adding some higher frequencies for snares. Without it, and with it. Okay, of course what you can do is you can increase the distortion here. Okay, but not too much, depending on your music genre again. So I think something like this would be nice. Alright. Okay, and you can slap in a compressor at the end. Alright, I'm actually overkilling the signal right now by putting too many effects right here, but I just want to give you an example of the effects that you can use for your snare. Okay, something about that will be fine, and let's hear it in the mix. And without. Let me just go one more round. This is without the effects. And with the effects, okay, so you can see that, you know, using effects like this, simple effects and simple little dials on each effect can, you know, change the sound and, you know, make your snare sound bigger and more powerful in a sense. All right. Okay, time for some promotions. Now, if you're looking to use something real quick without, you know, dealing with all these effects, well, we have worked hard to prepare a sample pack for you, and we call it the Ultimate Snare Pack, where it's filled with 5 genres: dance, dubstep, hip-hop, pops, rocks. All these are only snare hits. Okay, and we have one more called the Weird, Experimental and Fun. So if you look into one, dance, you can see that, okay, that's a clap. Okay, another clap. So all these hits here are processed, recorded and processed. We recorded with a lot of snares.
Here we are adjusting the mics for the drums.
There you go. Okay, and we also process all this with great effects, some hardware effects and also some digital effects. And in total, there's 250 snare hits here. So you won't go wrong when producing with these snare hits. Alright, to use it, very simple. Basically, just take this and, you know, drag it on anywhere you want. Like you can see, I have my samples right there, all dragged into the sequencer. And the other way to use it is to use something like Kontakt. Something like Kontakt 5, a sampler. Now you have samplers in different softwares. You can also use Kontakt 5. You can use, if you're on Logic, you can use EXS24, and also you can use, you know, different drum machines. So all you need to do is just basically go to the samples and basically choose one you like. So let's choose rounded clap or, you know, serious snare. Okay, and go back to Cubase and just drop it into Kontakt 5. And basically you can play it, of course, and you can also tune it in, you know, different keys. And again, you can open up the editor and, you know, change things around if you want. All right. Okay, so that's how simple it is. You know, just drag it in or use a sampler, and all these snare hits here are production ready, meaning that they sound good and they should work right in your productions. Okay, let me show you the site. So it's only $10. So this is the link to buy the sample pack. It's only at $10, and if you do really buy them, I just want to thank you for your support, because it gives us more opportunities to make more courses, make more sample packs, and make more tutorials like this for you. And again, I really appreciate your support and your purchase. Alright, I'll see you next video then. Have fun, and let me know if you created something with the samples that we provide you, the Ultimate Snare Pack. Then you can always post your music up on our Facebook page, and we'll all listen to it, yeah? Including the other fans and the other members. Thank you, and I'll see you next video.